What is going on, everybody? I know it's been a while. I wish it hasn't, but it's almost been 3 weeks now since I've been on screen putting out new videos, participating in any streams, and it has been a crazy 3 weeks. One of the craziest 3 weeks of my life easily. We got ravaged here in Augusta, Georgia by Hurricane Helene, like right at the end of September, like September 28th, I think. I could be wrong, but it was catastrophic, the level of damage that Augusta took, as well as numerous other places in Georgia. This was by far something I've never seen in my lifetime, and it's greatly affected a lot of stuff. But most importantly, just right out the front, everyone is safe. Everyone is safe and sound. There were definitely some deaths and everything. My family's safe, friends are safe, employees are safe, all that good stuff. But I just wanted to do a video. I'm sitting in the car line to pick up Finn for the first day back to regular school. They had a couple of days last week where you can bring the kids or not bring the kids. The classes were like half empty, just because not everyone can still make it to school. Buses can't run through neighborhoods. There's so much debris. But just wanted to do an update on what's going on and get something out. I've been itching to get on stream and do videos and stuff. As you know, if you watch the channel, I've been really excited for the DC All-In as well as the Absolute Universe, and it all released during this blackout that I'm facing. So my big issue right now is we have power restored. We went like almost 2 weeks without power or something like that. I think, yeah, around there, close there, not quite 2 weeks without power. And internet is still out, so all the power people have to come do all their stuff first. People had to come cut and clear trees and come put lines back up, and then the cable companies go from there. As of today, Pop's got his regular internet back. He went out and got a secondary internet option in the time being, but I'm still without internet. I've attempted a couple of times to go places where there's good cell phone service and try to stream, or it just doesn't work. It's not good enough signal. So when I get internet back, I'll be back, and I can't wait to get back and dive right into all this stuff. I'll definitely be going back and covering some ground on all the stuff that I've missed so far. But I do have some pictures in here that I can show you from some of the stuff that we dealt with, in case anyone's curious what it was like. I mean, you can fast forward or skip it if you want, but here's some pictures and stuff. Most of this looks the same way now than it did then. So at 6:30 in the morning during the hurricane, I had to load up and head out to go to the kennel. I run a kennel and take care of animals for a living, so there was no not going in. And these are just all pictures from me trying to get out of the neighborhood. Every road was impassable with a tree in the middle of it. So I eventually started having to drive through people's yards and around stuff, and under a tree, actually under a half-fallen tree. It's just held up by suspension wires, and red lights were down everywhere, total blackout, and even the kennel road was impassable. Couldn't get by at all. So I had to ditch my car out on the main road and just walk the rest of the way, and made sure I parked like away from all things that could fall. We had a giant pecan tree fall over from the neighbors, completely blocking the way to get to the kennel. We had trees from the woods fall on the house and knock an entire room off the end of it. We also had a couple of trees fall on the kennel. It didn't break any of the dog areas. It destroyed an outside area, but all the dogs were safe. That room was definitely unlivable at that point. The wind was so strong in this area, it actually blew buildings apart, which is crazy. Never seen that before. And then when I was going back home in my area, you could actually see the destruction. Houses under trees, houses completely destroyed by trees. Telephone lines down, power lines down, having to drive around them. There's power boxes and transformers in the road. I've never seen anything like this in my life. Again, these pictures, it's still like this in like most places. Tree companies are going around taking care of stuff little by little, but it's going to be months and months before we ever see any kind of no signs of this anymore. There's actually an entire house under that glop of trees. It's wild. My house actually had a tree lay over on it. Didn't really smash anything, which is great. So we ended up getting a cleanup going fairly quick as possible. So it's getting there. At this point, the kennel's all cleaned up as well. So we're getting back to normal. Yay! But yeah, you can see that that was kind of crazy. It's kind of insane, and it's like that everywhere. There's like nowhere that was spared in Augusta, and a lot of places are even worse than that. Most of those pictures were from my neighborhood. That's just my one neighborhood, and everywhere is like that. It's absolutely mind-blowing. And again, it's still like that, right now. But like I said, as soon as I get internet back, I will be absolutely back to the regular stuff. DC Day stream every Tuesday. God, I can't wait to get back to that. There's so much to talk about with the DC All-In special. There's so much in that one book alone. Plus, Absolute Batman rolled out. The biggest book of the year. I caught it some videos ago when I was doing content on it, trying to get the word out there. It's already going back to like third print, and I'm sure fourth print's right behind it. And then Wonder Woman's next week, and then the one I'm most excited about, Superman's right around the corner. So hopefully I can get back to streaming. If not, I'm going to just do like more kind of rugged videos like this just on my phone and figure out a way to put something together. My biggest fear is that I really don't have my heart into them, because it's so frustrating not being able to connect and interact with everybody like I've been doing for a couple of years now, and sharing that excitement and debate and argue with my buddies, and just I enjoy that stuff so much, and it's such an outlet for me that it's greatly missed. On the flip side, you know, like my family hasn't gone without. I'm a physical media collector, so we've been having movie night every night, and them not being in school and stuff, we've had a lot of good family time together, and in that aspect, it's definitely been a blessing. But yeah, just be on the lookout. If you haven't already, check out some of the more recent videos if you want to. Getting geared up for Absolute Power, and I'll try to get some stuff put together, see if I can motivate myself to try to switch up the way I do content and still have that excitement for it. I don't want to be on here like clearly agitated or annoyed with my situation, that it's not an enjoyable video for everybody. But that's just where I'm at, what's going on. I appreciate everybody and the channel members. I know you guys, I owe you guys a Legion loot. I've got it at the house. I'm just not able to run giveaways and stuff without being able to be live. So we'll revisit that as soon as I'm back to streaming. We'll be covering that like immediately. And C3, that was talk about heartbreaking. That was a tough couple of days to not be able to participate and engage on the level that, you know, you go all year planning for. And then Rob and DJ did a fantastic job. All the other hosts did a fantastic job. It was awesome seeing the goals hit. I actually have some C3 stuff that came in the mail today. My mail is starting to come through now. But man, what a heartbreaker to not be able to be a part of that in my full capacity. But man, kudos to the community for showing out with that. But yeah, that's going to do it. I'm going to sit here and ramble till Finn comes outside if I don't just cut this off. So I'll leave it at that, and I'll see you guys soon.